Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be starting a commission and walking you guys through the whole process within this series. Now, to start things off, this guy hopped in the live stream. He donated $50 and said, hey bro, can I commission you? And guys, $50, I mean, that is no joking matter. So I hit him up after the stream, asked him what he needed, and he had quite a bit of ideas. Having a spawn and then islands off of the spawn going this way, but then coming back down the islands and going the other way to the other worlds, and it just didn't exactly make sense. However, I've been talking to him for a little bit, and we've stumbled on this. Spawn first world, second, third, fourth world, then teleport to fifth world, and teleport again to sixth world. This is the drawing that we have both agreed on to use as the map reference, and this is definitely the most important part in my opinion. Here's what he drew out at first. Now, if you can't be on the same page, a builder and the guy whose game it is, you're probably not gonna have a finished product that they like. But I was checking this out, and you would spawn here, and then go to this island, then here, then here, then here, then here, but then go back to progress more within the game, and then teleport again to over here and over here. I just felt confused, and I think the players might feel confused as well. Anyways, we have settled on this. Let's hop into studio and start making a bit of a block out. Now, to start this block out, I've got the picture sort of pulled up here on the other side, and this is always the hardest part of any commission for me. Even building my own game, sizing is definitely the thing that I do struggle the most with, but you can't progress if you don't try. So I think for the lobby itself, which he will have quite a bit of stuff in, I'm gonna do a 250 by 250 and see how big that is. I don't think that's actually too bad. Props can shrink or grow that space depending how we want to do it, so I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm also gonna make it 3 studs thick. That's just gonna make it so we're not Z fighting anymore, and we'll make this a nice sea green for now. I'm not gonna make a mistake that I usually do where I fail to organize everything until I'm done, which sucks. So we're gonna name that lobby right now, and then we will name this part, Islands. And yes, I say Islands because if I say island, I'm not gonna spell it right. In fact, let's just use Archimedes. All right, so for the zones, each world will have 3 zones, and they're all connected. So I think I'm gonna render this twice. Those might be like way too big. 2 times, 2 times, 2 times, 2 times. So we can cut in even more than that, because this would be 3 zones between the 2 of them. But this is gonna be the hardest part. I already know it. We'll try 30. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Is that it? So spawn, world 1, so islands, grassy plains, city, and then lava. And yes, the end will then be here. I did not want them to connect, so this could actually work. We do run into a bit of an issue with the Z fighting though, because now if we want to raise all these up, which this was the original idea, you're sort of climbing around a volcano the whole time. The idea, let's see, let's just set that to, what did I just do? What? Bro, I have no idea what I did. Whatever. All right, so we want to move this up 2 studs, just like that. And then after that, all of those up 2 studs, and basically every zone, or I guess every world in this case, would go up 2 studs. That way we're going around and up the mountain, or the volcano, I guess it would be. And it's not all super flat. I think the most challenging part from here out will be disguising this in a cool way, because obviously just seeing something come out of the ground, like from this angle, is not too attractive to the eye. And then this last one is gonna just be water, and it will have the teleport to the new world. I think I want to do something along these lines. This would be a dock, and this would be water. Colors are not final, by the way. This last zone with these 2 is going to be very dark. We're just going to go all out black, I guess, for now. And then the one before that one is a city. So let's just go with gray. I think a shamrock will work for this. It's sort of grassy plain / farm area. And then these are islands. So I want to go somewhere with this brick yellow, light orange, somewhere in this color range. I think light orange looks pretty good. Now, the first things that I want to tackle to sort of get this block out all together is how I'm gonna mask the changes in the worlds because currently it don't look good. And secondly, how am I going to divide them up evenly? Each of these will need 3 zones, but is that going to make them too small? I don't know. All right, guys, going from that block out, I did what I like to call a model out. I've modeled this 3 separate times because each time there was either a little glitch with the mesh that I didn't want to go back and fix, it would just ruin everything, or it didn't look right, and then just not liking it in general. But as you can see, 1, 1, and 1. Like, this 3 attempts, and every time I have changed up a little bit about this model out, I guess. I thought it was very important to make sure these zones go uphill. I just like that. I haven't seen that in any other games, so I wanted to make sure we had something a little bit different. Up next, we do need to start adding colors and textures to everything, so let's make this water something like this. The first zone is all like islands, so we're gonna do a light orange, and then it is going to be a grassy place. Let's do bright green, and then it's a city. So we're gonna leave this as like a gray for now. And then of course the lava place, bright orange and neon, and volcano can just be blacked out. Now I don't think it's important for really any of this to have a shadow, maybe the volcano, but that's about it. Now that we have this, we are gonna add textures onto everything. I'm not exactly sure how I wanna do these sides, but I did wanna have them there just as a little flair. Another thing I haven't seen in many other games. Let's go ahead, add easy textures, and I'm gonna sort this just by stylized right here. First zone is just a spawn zone, so we can use any sort of a grass texture. Let's go with this one maybe. It looks okay, but I think stylized is a little out of my comfort zone. I was hoping I could find something in the middle there, but we're gonna go with just the low poly ones that I'm used to because that is my building style, and that is why he commissioned me, because he likes said building style. So let's see. There's one of these that I really like using for grass, but I never can find it. I think it's this one, but it's seamless. All right, guys, so we have a texture on everything and we just slapped them on. We definitely have to go back. I did want to include this portion because this I see all too much. When you put a texture on an object, don't leave it like super noticeable, I guess. Usually 0.9 is where I like to put mine. Barely noticeable, just something to add a little bit of design and life into a zone. This one could even be 0.95 because I don't think it's important to see it that much. Now, this texture right here, I think needs to be quite a bit bigger. Let's try like 20. Yo, I like that a lot. Wow, that's 220. I kind of liked that like stretched out look though. Let's have it something like this and then move this to 20. I kind of like this actually. I'm gonna keep it like that for now. Here's one of them that I really like using for grass, but it's not the seamless version of it. I couldn't find that one. But once again, guys, 0.9, 0.92. That looks good for that one. This one I wasn't too sure about. It's gonna be like a city / tech zone. We might just ignore the texture for now on that because I don't know exactly how that zone's gonna be built out. Now the lava zone, this is gonna be awesome. This is the one texture that I'm gonna actually not have transparent at all to make sure that this black really shows. And then we're gonna make it massive, 30 and 30. As you can see, it gives a cool cracked lava effect because the part under it is a neon orange. We may find one different lava texture. There's a couple to choose from in the pack. This one doesn't seem great because it just looks a bit low quality. I know the stylized ones look absolutely fantastic, so let's give them a shot. Look how much more crisp that is. Yeah, that looks pretty sick for a lava zone. I think I'll make this brown and then just throw some sort of wood texture on it. The wood texture doesn't really fit, so I'm actually gonna just do the same thing I did here. Same colors, same textures. Make this look like an island again and then lead onto a dock. Guys, I just recorded like this whole video. I know this might seem weird, okay? I'm putting this in the... Okay, so guys, I was just editing this video that we're all watching right now, and at this point that you see, this is where the video cuts. Like all the audio just cuts off. My computer has been having the most problems recently, and I'm not exactly sure why they're happening or how to fix them. It's a good computer, or at least was, and it's really been like hitting my work ethic. Like work ethic? That might not be the right term. Guys, my computer's problems has been hindering my performance. I will say it like that. Basically, how this series is gonna work, I'm trying to wind this video back how it needs to be, but how this series is gonna work is every time I send an update to the person commissioning me is when that video will end. So the first one is gonna be the worst one, aka this one, not only because my recording, or at least my mic stopped, but it's just a block out. And there's not too much more we can add to this without hearing back from the commissioner. But the next video will be completing World 1, which is kind of Zone 1. It's a unique map layout, we'll say that. But we'll be completing all 3 of these zones. We'll probably do the lobby last. But each episode, we'll do a new world, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then this will be its own video as well. And this map should really start coming together and looking awesome. So if this still gets put together and this video still comes out, I hope so, because I don't have another one at the moment. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.